So, according to the mind readers at Google, a lot of people are still wondering, is veganism healthy? Well, the short answer is yes, absolutely yes. And the longer answer is what I'm going to cover in this video. I'm about to drop a lot of truth bombs, so get ready. But because I don't believe in violence, they are going to be glitter bombs. So here's why veganism, more specifically a whole foods plant-based diet, is absolutely the healthiest diet for human beings. Let's start with a recent JAMA study, which said that with every 3% increase in plant-based protein, you have a 10% reduced risk of dying. Well, no one wants to die, so that's pretty good. But alternatively, with every 10% increase in animal-based protein, you have a 10% greater risk of dying. So more plant-based protein, less risk of dying, more animal-based protein, more risk of dying. Then there's the 2012 Harvard School of Public Health study that showed that people who eat processed meats are much more likely to die from heart disease, cancer, and diabetes. Not good. And the World Health Organization has actually classified processed meat as a group 1 carcinogen, which basically means it causes cancer and they know it, and it's in the same category of carcinogen as tobacco and asbestos. Not things you really want to be consuming. And FYI, most people don't really realize that in the Western world, most of the meat that we consume is processed. Hamburgers, deli meat, sausages, hot dogs. Most of it is processed. Then there are eggs. So most people still think eggs are healthy, but the USDA has actually admitted that eggs cannot legally be called nutritious, low-fat, part of a balanced diet, low-calorie, healthful, healthy, good for you, or safe. In other words, eggs are really, really bad for you. They're not even safe. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that a low-fat, plant-based diet is more than twice as effective at controlling type 2 diabetes as the regular kind of standard meat and dairy diet. Now, none of this is really new information. It's just that a lot of industries profit from kind of keeping it quiet. Animal agriculture industry, the healthcare industry. In the 1990s, a massive study in the Journal of the American Medical Association found that a low-fat, whole foods, plant-based diet could prevent and actually reverse heart disease. And heart disease is the #1 killer of Americans. It kills 1 in 4. So just think about the fact that that's preventable. No need to crack people's chests open and spend $500,000 on surgery when you could just eat a plant-based diet instead and live a lot longer. Kaiser Permanente, which is one of the nation's largest nonprofit health plans, has straight up told its doctors to promote a plant-based diet. They have said, healthy eating may best be achieved with a plant-based diet, which we define as a regimen that encourages whole plant-based food and discourages meats, dairy products, and eggs, as well as refined and processed foods. But really, if you want to know what the healthiest diet is, shouldn't we look at the people in the world who live the longest and have the lowest rates of disease? Well, the Blue Zones researchers did just that. They looked at the longest lived populations in the world, which include places like Okinawa, Japan, Icaria, Greece, and Loma Linda, California. And guess what they all had in common? Plant-based diets. They found that the single most important component of these people's health and longevity was their consumption of plant foods. I mean, lots of organizations have recognized this, it's just that we don't necessarily hear about it because of the power of the meat, dairy, and egg industries. The American Dietetic Association has actually said in an official statement, appropriately planned vegetarian diets, including total vegetarian and vegan diets, are healthful, nutritionally adequate, and may provide health benefits in the prevention and treatment of certain diseases. Well-planned vegetarian diets are appropriate for individuals during all stages of the life cycle, including pregnancy, lactation, infancy, childhood, and adolescence, and for athletes. Boom! Lastly, there's the P word, protein. We still get a lot of questions about whether vegans can get enough protein. And here's the thing, protein actually originates with plants. Animals get their protein from plants, and then we eat the animals, and we get the protein secondhand. It's much more efficient to just eat the plants. Think about it this way. The largest land animals in the world are all vegetarian or vegan. We're talking rhinos, we're talking elephants, we're talking gorillas. No one's asking a gorilla if they get enough protein. The staples of a vegan diet are fruits, vegetables, grains, and beans. Everyone pretty much knows that those are extremely healthy foods. The science on this has been clear for a really long time, but a lot of industries have stake in the status quo. The bottom line is, if you want to live a longer, healthier life, and I'm not sure who doesn't, eat plants. You will thrive and you will be so glad you did. Don't forget to like this video if you did like it, and subscribe, and let me know in the comments about any other topics that you would like me to address. Thanks, guys.